Hello, Klaus here, and welcome back to yet another video here at the channel. So if you are new to this channel is all about learning Davinci Resolve filmmaking tips and tricks for filmmakers and having a look at some cool gear. And in this video, we are going to have a look at some new, pretty cool gear. This is the ATEM Mini Pro, and if you have been watching this channel before or are new to this channel, you would know that all of my videos are actually recorded on the ATEM Mini. So in this video, we are going to have a look at the Pro version, what is inside the box, how do you set it up, what are the differences between the Pro version and the regular version, and also I'm going to show you, if you are into either starting to do live streaming or into recording multiple cameras up to 4, which of the two versions would be best for you to use. So without further ado, let's get right to it. Let's have a look at the ATEM Mini Pro. Okay, so here we have the box. So let's just pop the thing right open here. And let's turn that around and have a look here. So this is what we have. We have of course, a welcome card from Blackmagic, and then we have a software installer, a sticker from Blackmagic Design, pretty cool, and then some advertising from getting Davinci Resolve 16, the free version, which is awesome. Then we have this little thing here, so let's have a look at that. Inside of this little box, come on, if I can open this. Always a problem. Inside of this box we have a cable. Come on. Let's get it out of there. We have the cable and a adapter. And of course here we have the different adapters, so we can adapt this to any power socket in the world. And let's have a look here at the next thing. And here we have the main attraction of this package, the Blackmagic ATEM Mini. Lovely. And let's just move these things away so you can see we have it right here. Okay, let's just move the Pro aside. And here we have the ATEM Mini, so you can see there's a bit of a difference in the two versions. Mainly it is all about the buttons, so we are going to, of course, have a look at that coming up in this video. So let's have a look. So here I am back in the studio with the ATEM Mini Pro, and to be honest, they look pretty similar. Of course, we have these buttons over here, which are very handy indeed. And they have some pretty nice features, and we'll run into what those features are in just a second. And also I'll run through what the button does, but I'm going to do it pretty fast, because if you want a more detailed view on that, you can look at the ATEM Mini review video I did. It's up in the top corner up here somewhere, and we'll go into that. And as soon as I have hooked this up, I'm just going to replace my ATEM here with this guy. I'll continue this video, so let's get right to it. So now I have the ATEM Mini Pro connected and hooked up, and I did add a third camera into the mix. So I did add a cinema camera 4K, which I have right here, so we can see the ATEM. Sorry for the mess. So this video, we are going to focus on this portion of the new things, which is the ability to go on air, disc recording, and also we have some program view functions we're going to have a look at as well. But first off, let's jump over to the ATEM software here. And as you see, we have our output, which is a new thing. And here we have our live stream options, and we can choose our platform, either YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook. I am using YouTube. And the way I'll show this is super easy, because it's not really a tutorial about that. But if we go to, let's say, go to YouTube, I have already started it up, and we're just going to connect this so the computer thinks that the ATEM is a webcam. and that's super easy to do. So we'll just push webcam and right, let's test, and that's all good. And then we are booting it up, and we are going to have a picture so we can go live. And if we want to go live, we can absolutely just go live right now, and we can start to do our live stream. So that's one of the new features we are having here. The second feature is actually, let's just disconnect the connection. And the next feature is, of course, the ability to record on a drive. So this is the Samsung T5 drive, which is a great drive, and you can use that for recording on your pocket cinema camera 4K and stuff like that. But you can also use this if you use the USB-C type port in the ATEM. We can actually go back here, and I'm just going to connect this here. There we go. It's now connected. And as you might see, we have a green light turning up here. And also, if we go over to the software here, we can go down here and we have our record. So we can actually record our stream. So we can just rename this to test rec. So that's going to be called that. And then we can push the display. And actually, let's go back to this. So if I just push the rec button, it will start record. And if I go back here, you can see that it's now recording. And we have this drive, and everything is just fine. So the third and new addition to this is, of course, the ability to preview when you are switching in between. And this is the new thing for the ATEM actually, and it's quite nice. So let's have a look at how that works. So first off, we're going to the ATEM software here, and we are just going in here. And if we go here, we are now on cut bus, and that's just cutting in between. But if we change this to program preview and save that, you will see if we go back here, and actually I have to go cut. I go back here, you can see now I am on camera 4, and if I want to go to camera 2, I can push 2 and nothing is happening. But as soon as I push cut, we'll go to camera 2. Okay. Again, we can go to camera 1, and then we'll just cut, and I'll be over at camera 1. So another thing here is that if we go to the screen, we have actually these buttons here. And if I push this little button here, we are going to have this overlay we have here. So it's pretty simple. It shows us all what we actually need. And it's also going to be pretty easy now if I go so. And you can then see, of course, that this is now what the program I am showing the world. And if we go back here to, let's go to this one, you can see that I have a preview and I have a program, and then I can see all my 4 cameras, and I do also have a overview of the sound as well. So that is a very nice feature. Of course, this little feature is maybe most useful if you are doing some kind of a concert, and it's not maybe so useful if you are doing a tutorial or something like that, like I am doing right now, because I then would prefer just to do cut buses. It's way faster, and it's one push less, and it's only me doing the cutting, so it's faster that way. But if you're doing a concert, this is a great tool. And of course you can't see this because I'll show you. So I am actually recording this. I'll just go to the program here. I'm actually recording or doing all of these things here on the you see the Blackmagic Video Assist, and that is doing all of the cutting, as you see here. So that's just the way I'm doing it, and it's of course easier if I'm just recording on record on a disc, and it is pretty nice. So of course, last thing is, should you get the ATEM Mini Pro or should you get just the ATEM Mini? And it just depends on what you are doing. If you're doing tutorials and stuff like that, and some live streamings once in a while, well, then you might get then you can just get the regular version. I think that is very well for that, and it's also a little bit cheaper. But if you need to have a multi-view of what you're doing, if you want to be able to actually live broadcast without using a computer, you should get the Pro version. So other than that, they are very similar, and they are a nice tool to have in your tool bag. Anyway, I do hope you found this video useful. If you did, please hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, share it with your friends if you think it will help them out, and if you want to be notified every time there's a new video on this channel, please hit that bell icon down in the corner. Until next time, keep filming, keep learning, and keep sharing.